America may be running low on critical weapons. That's right. The consequences of the Iran conflict may now be spreading far beyond West Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, according to reports, the United States has delayed missile deliveries to Japan after burning through massive stockpile during the Iran war. Here, analysts say that thousands of expensive missiles, including Tomahawks and other precise weapons, they were heavily consumed during that conflict, creating new concern about America's long-term military readiness here. Now, understand why this matters globally. America is not only managing tensions with Iran, is it? It is also trying to deter China over Taiwan and reassure the allies across Asia. But if stockpile becomes strained, allies may begin quietly questioning whether Washington could really sustain multiple major conflicts simultaneously. Reports now suggest that countries like Japan and Taiwan, they are becoming increasingly nervous about America's ability to respond quickly during the future crisis. And this creates exactly the type of strategic opening China may be watching for very carefully, because military power, it is not only about technology, it is about endurance. In fact, industrial capacity and stockpile sustainability. While the Iran war may now be exposing something that America really likes discussing publicly. Even superpowers, they can face resource limits, and that too during a prolonged conflict. And tonight, one dangerous question. It is spreading very quietly through defense circles. Could China eventually view America's current military strain as the perfect timing to increase pressure around Taiwan? A massive US Air Force transport plane, it suddenly declared an emergency, and that too mid-flight. And it instantly grabbed global attention online. According to reports, the Boeing C-17 Globemaster had departed Ramstein Air Base, that is in Germany, and it was reportedly heading towards the West Asia region when it issued the emergency alert over Romania. Now, officially, there was no confirmed hostile action. There was no sabotage that has been reported, but in today's tense geopolitical environment, let's be honest here, incidents involving military aircraft, it suddenly triggered global speculation because timing matters here. America is already moving the military assets towards the Gulf region. Iran negotiation that remains unstable, military tension remain high. And suddenly a major US military aircraft, it broadcasts an emergency signal while flying towards an active strategic zone. Now here, flight tracking communities, military analysts and social media users, everybody instantly began speculating. Was it mechanical failure, operational stress, or something more serious? Because tonight, this story, it reflects a larger reality of modern geopolitics. The world is now so tense that even routine military emergencies quickly became global headlines. What if Iran was behind that? Because people everywhere increasingly feel that major conflict could erupt very unexpectedly, and that too at any moment.